He drops his bag. He leaves his passport on the floor, his phone, his ID, everything that proves who he is. Then he runs, straight through an airport terminal, out the doors, across a parking lot, over a 6-foot barbed wire fence, like it isn't even there. He crosses a field of sunflowers, disappears into the trees beyond it. That was July 8th, 2014. Nobody has seen him since. His name was Lars Mittank, 28 years old, German, the kind of guy his friends called reliable, boring even. Not someone you'd expect to vanish off the face of the earth. This was his first trip outside the country. A week in Bulgaria with 5 friends, sun, drinks, nothing unusual. Until 2 nights before they were set to fly home, a bar, an argument, something about football, or so the story goes. Lars split off from the group. Nobody saw him for the rest of the night. He came back the next morning different, beaten, a busted jaw, a ruptured eardrum. He said 4 men had jumped him, a doctor patched him up, told him one thing clearly: don't fly, not with an injury like that. So his friends flew home. Lars stayed behind, alone, in a country he'd never set foot in before that week. That's when things stopped making sense. Hotel cameras catch him pacing the hallways, looking over his shoulder, ducking into elevators like he's hiding from something. He starts calling his mother, whispering, like someone might be listening. People are trying to kill me. He tells her to cancel his credit cards. He says the hotel feels wrong. He says he doesn't feel safe. Nobody knows why. There's no evidence anyone was actually after him, no suspect, no threat anyone else can confirm. Just a man, alone, convinced his life is in danger. Was it the men who beat him? A head injury messing with his mind? Something nobody ever found out? Nobody knows. Days later, he goes to the airport for one last medical check, final clearance to fly home. He's on edge the whole exam, barely holding it together. Then someone opens the door. An airport worker, wearing a uniform. That's it. That's the trigger. Lars stands up, drops everything, and runs. The footage of what happens next has been watched millions of times. He sprints through the terminal, out into the parking lot, vaults a barbed wire fence without slowing down, then he's gone. Bulgarian police launch one of the largest searches they've ever run for a missing foreigner. Dogs, helicopters, days combing every field and building for miles. They find nothing. No clothes, no body. No sign he was ever in that forest at all, except the video of him running into it. Over the years, there have been sightings. Germany, Brazil, every one of them a dead end. His mother never stopped looking. Media appearances, a private investigator. Over a decade of searching for a son who vanished in under 60 seconds of footage. So what actually happened to him? Maybe the head injury caused something. A psychotic break nobody saw coming. Maybe the men who attacked him weren't finished. Or maybe, and this is the one his mother holds on to, he's still out there, alive, with no memory of who he used to be. Nobody knows. 11 years later, Lars Mittank has never been found. No trace, no body, no answer.